Hey folks, it's Jang here with a look at LEGO City set number 3366. It's the satellite launch pad, which also includes a vehicle, not just the launch pad. Let's go ahead and get straight into the build of this one. There we go. All right, let's take a look at what comes with this set. First off, the minifigure. Well, this guy just couldn't be any more plain and basic. I mean, he's just a city worker. I mean, that's just a very, very basic plain outfit, not really space related at all. So nothing really to report on that. That's a little bit disappointing. But I mean, it is shown on the box. It's not a surprise, but for a space set, you know, I hope for something a little bit more interesting than that. You get this van here, which is kind of a field service van, and then you get the actual small rocket, and then you get a satellite separately. So let's put the van aside for a second and look at what we get here. So this is kind of cool. It's really small, but you know, you can imagine there being some small payloads, small missions. It's a nice little base. It's very, very stable. The rocket itself looks pretty good. And then you have this action, which I wasn't aware of in advance, that when you're ready to take off, this can pull down like that, and then this can take off, just off it goes. So that's a pretty nice little design feature there, and it looks kind of handsome actually. But then you've got the satellite here. What's up with that? These kind of just flap around, these solar panel winglets on it. You can kind of pull those pieces out a little bit to stop that from happening. Oops, just a little bit like that. That helps a lot. You know, now it's a lot more proper. This piece here really acts as a base for it, and you can kind of swap these out. You can swap this over. This doesn't really work all that well, but you can pull this off. There we go. And put this onto the top in its place, but you're not going to launch like that. So what's really going on here? You can see that you actually do have those little 1.5 pin pieces still in both ends. So rather than swapping, what you can do, I'm just going to push this back all the way in and then just do like so. What you can do is launch like this, you know, talking about, you know, how it's actually played with now. Launch, and it's going up into, you know, into upper orbit. This part breaks off and this is still going, and then you just imagine that at some point the solar panels just you know, unravel and deploy, and then there you go. Now you have a successful launch. So it's more up to imaginative play. I think that makes more sense than just having the you know, the satellite just sitting kind of down on the ground. I don't think it really does that much. I think they could have just included the wings. They didn't really need to add this other part as far as the play value is concerned, unless a kid just wants to think of this as being already in space, and maybe, you know, maybe this one crashed down and then they have to replace it. But still, once you get the new one up in the air, you're still going to want to put these winglets on it. So that's a little bit of a waste, if you ask me. Let's look at but this right here, that's perfectly fine as it is. I think that's pretty cool. Let's look at the van. This is a nice van. It's a very nice van. It's got a little communication, you know, comm dish up there. You can angle that different ways. It's probably mostly going to be used for ground to ground communication, either to the tower, you know, back to base, or going between this vehicle and a launch pad perhaps. It's a good looking van, good size. It is 6 wide, but it's intended to be a fairly large vehicle, I believe. Unfortunately, it does only hold one minifigure in the cabin. You can see you get access from the top like that. Not too many stickers used here, just there and there. That's good. Bunch of lights in the back, lots of windows that allow you to see through. You can see there's a little computer in there, but the computer is intended to be taken out. There's actually a handle on the back of it, and this is a thing you can actually deploy and then kind of drag it around on the field. So you've got your, you know, imagine you've got your launch pad here. This guy drives up, maybe dumps this off, moves this away a little bit, and then comes up and does some work on the computer, maybe plugs in to the module and does some diagnostics or sets some course changes, and it's remotely communicating. There's a remote comm link there. You can see there's an antenna, so it you know, some of it may just be wireless connectivity. Either way you want to look at that, ultimately you can pull this away, have a safe distance, and I believe that red button is the launch button. That's the way that I choose to look at it as far as a, you know, actual play value would be concerned. That's your launch button. So your minifig would push that button and then this takes off into space. So that's really cool. Having all these different things for such a small set. It's a $20 set. I hope I got that right. It's either $20 or $30. No, I think it may have been $30. For $30, not a little bit expensive. For $20, a really good deal, I think. So I'll have to check on that. But nice little set, you know. Really don't understand what the thought was behind this thing here. Just give us the wings and we're set. You know, we're good to go. Nice van, nice small rocket base for a small set, low cost, low complexity, pretty easy to build, works out pretty well and looks good, and just fits in with the ground-based operations of a space center in the Lego universe. So that's it for this video, this quick little review of a fairly small set. This was released in 2011. You can still find it out for sale currently, though it is slowly falling off the market. I think you'll see this one disappear from shelves pretty soon, but there'll still be plenty of them available online in various places. So once again, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.